Remember, there's a trailer. You're good. What's going on, guys? I'm Reese Bowers. Welcome to Built from the Bottom, and this is part 7 of my Jeep Wrangler Unlimited build. And today, I'm gonna be giving you guys the actual first view of the inside of my warehouse, like actually set up. Let's get in there. I was so scared to pop that thing. Let's get in there, dude.
It's pretty
blew
cool.
my ear out.
Yeah, it's loud.
So guys, oh dude. So guys, this is the warehouse right here. I got the floors done, ceilings painted. I don't exactly have the lighting that I want in here yet, but we do have it set up where this place is looking absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to have this work environment now. And we got our project bikes over there. We got the finished bikes over here. I got all of my like XRC fenders painted, all the stuff that needed paint work done to it. It's sitting right here. Eric did a great job at color matching everything. We just need to get them on the Jeep. So that's gonna be the gist of what we're doing today, is just kind of get everything mounted up to this Jeep. And hopefully we'll be actually able to drive it, because I do have all of the parts I think we need to actually get this thing on the road and roadworthy. I did do something since you guys have seen it. I put the tablet dash in, but I don't have that top template for it. But that is in there and hooked up right now. Just figured we'd show that before we get into it. But let's get into putting on these front fender flares. I know I have to cut this off with the grinder first. Alright, now that we got like exposed metal on this right here, and there's no coating on it, I'm just gonna hit it with the same stuff I coated the undercarriage with, just so it doesn't end up rusting. None of this stuff is gonna be seen anyway, so it really doesn't matter that it doesn't match this. Alright, so I found all the hardware since it's been like, I wanna say, what do you think, a month and a half? Oh dang. Can you bust this hood open? So it's been a while since I've even touched this Jeep or knew where any of like the hardware was. So it took like 30 minutes to find out where I placed it, and now I have a pretty solid understanding on how this fender goes on there. I got all the hardware for this fender in my pocket, and Jelly got all of his stuff in his pocket for the other side. And I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get to the back side of all this. Here, you want to just put a hand on there while I start snagging some hardware? This side, there's 5 of these like double washer ones. There's no good videos on YouTube on like how to actually install these. So if you're watching this for like actual like information, there's 5 of these like double washers that hold it in. And then you got these 2 right here bolts. And oh, I guess like there's not a hook on that, but there should be a double washer holding that on right there.
Show what a double washer looks like.
Double washer looks like
it is. Double washer right there.
Double washer. Then you got these long ones like this. You got 2 on this side. Go in like right there. All that ruckus, dude. Alright, so we got these on. There's really, I feel like, no way to really tell if your panel gaps are gonna be right until like you actually get everything on there. But it's a Jeep, you know? So for this, you see how like there's that much play in it. So we're gonna push it in, crank it down. Put the hood down, see what this thing looks like. This panel on there. Solid, bro. Look at that thing. Alright guys, so I got a little hole punch here, and we already got this thing mounted up or mocked up in place. And what you want to do is make sure you put the hole punch right there in the middle. That's pretty center. And then give it a little whack, give it a little dent, and then we're gonna drill the hole and put the nutsert inside of the Jeep. The only nut insert you had to put on this side is the one right down here. You had to mock the fender up and make sure all your gaps are in the proper place. Then tap it and, you know, pull the fender off, drill it, because you can't put that in with the fender on. And then they end up giving you this janky tool. What I did is I ended up using the tool, this little like grabber piece, and then you got a washer, but I put my own bolt on it, and then I put it inside of here and crank it down with the impact so it rivets itself in there. I like doing it here with the impact better than the big tool, because you're all shaky with it. And then if they think you can do this by hand and actually like get it on there properly, it's kind of nuts, because like I don't think it's really possible to do it the right way that way. Everyone knows what it is. Like realistically, I think it's better way to do it.
what was that we just cut to?
Oh, so I'm putting the rivets in on the side of this fender. Oh, you're talking about the bike?
Yeah, the one where some guy was on a bike.
Dude, so you guys, I see a bunch of comments of like, oh, this guy must be doing something on the side. Yeah, I'm a dealer. A bike dealer. So you guys get the point. Like, you know, YouTube doesn't really pay me much. Like, I'm making money off of building custom stuff and actually like providing value by making things nicer. But I figured I just would put that in mid-video because like I sold a bike. Like, it's Saturday night. Sold a bike.
Gone.
I think the market's gonna tank, so I want to be sitting on like $20 liquid.
You think you're gonna put that in there?
No, I won't put the actual number in there, but I think the market's gonna tank though. All right, so I got this on here for the most part. I just have to tighten down a couple more bolts and then put that one in. And then I got these, you know, it's not completely secured on, but what I'm gonna do now is, I don't know, whatever this piece is called, back up on here, got repainted. So we're all minty. And yeah, some of you put some self-tappers in. This is like by the book, you put self-tappers in. I'm not a fan of self-tappers, but we're not using self-tappers. Self-tappers are dumb. I've done everything like 100% mint on this Jeep. We're using M5 hardware that would run on a bike. Hold this piece down, that'll completely secure this, and then we'll put in this piece right here. This little backing piece. And this side will be completely done. So these fenders are like pretty much a wide body kit for this bike. For this freaking Jeep. Like the whole thing just sits wider and it looks sick. It looks so sick. So we're doing the rear fender right now. I have 4 of the nut certs in. I got these 2 here in the rear. These are the first 2 I did, so they push the fender in place. And what we did when lining this up, we made sure that the top of that lines up with this like bend right here in the metal. And then we lined it up so everything was smooth here with the door jamb. It doesn't end up going too far forward, too far back. So I got these bottom ones in now, and what I'm gonna do is mount the panel up. So the panel's been mounted up twice and taken off twice. Now we're gonna mount it up for the 3rd time, and I'm gonna spray paint the inside, so that it gives me the holes. I got 4 more holes to do. I need one right here, one right here, one right here, and then one down here. What's going on, guys? It's the next day. I got a new rig right here I'm filming on. I'm hyped about this thing, and I'm also hyped about this thing out here. So we ended up getting the whole front on, and you can see over here, all this is put together. Ended up taking quite a bit of time to get this all put together last night. And then we came over here to the back. I got this panel on, perfect. Here. So you can see, I don't know if I've already told you guys, like I did the accent here where this piece is black, and then a couple little black accent pieces to kind of go along with the wheels. I didn't really want to color match everything. Right here you can really tell. It really looks well put together, obviously excluding that I don't have the inner well on it. And then we come over here, got this on. All this hardware isn't tightened down yet, but we do have this fender secured on there. All the gaps line up pretty nice. We got this on, it's all good. And we come over here, and we're having quite a bit of an issue with this panel. I wanna say I got 4 of the nut certs out of the 8 installed in the body panels, but this panel right here is not bent properly from the factory, where this is a little bit too acute, so it doesn't wanna fit properly on the panel. So I need to bang it out and make it more flat. I'm really having an issue with lining this thing up properly. Obviously, it'd take a lot shorter time if I just slapped it on there and then the gaps weren't completely right. And then, like, you know, not many people are ever gonna notice that, but, you know, this build is not something that we're gonna be, you know, just doing that with. There we go, guys. The XRC fenders are on, and sheesh, I can't even do it. It's looking really good. This one, I was very worried about it not fitting on there properly, but we got it on there, and it's actually exactly where it needs to be. We're gonna go over here, put the taillights in because I have these cool LED ones. They're like the Ring, a newer style. So now it's time to put on this license plate bracket. It's the same bracket that I had on the other Jeep. I really like this.
So you thought it was gonna be quick. What are you doing now?
Dude, I thought it was gonna be quick, but this hardware, like, it's not bad, but it's not perfect. And I did everything on the underside perfect. I'm not gonna stop, you know, trying to be perfect now.
So you're painting it?
Yeah, I'm gonna paint it semi-gloss black. Who vibes this hard when they put in hardware?
When it's 1 a.m.
Ah, dude.